Welcome on Virgo Gaming Channel, and we are ready for the new adventure in Serie A and the new adventure in English, of course, so you can enjoy everything. On a Facebook page, some people proposed to me to play a career in Italy but in English that could be better for you. Maybe few of you can understand Italian, and I decided to play with Torino because it's one of the most important clubs in Italy. It's not so big, but at the same time it's not so small to make a very long career, very annoying career. And I think that Torino would be the perfect squad that match perfectly my goal. Take a look at first to the coach, and it is Tony Dorigo. Which Englishman doesn't know Tony Dorigo? He was a very interesting left back who played in Torino in the season 97-98 with 30 caps and 2 goals scored. But the most important part of his career was spent at Chelsea between 87 and 91 with 146 caps and 11 goals. Only one season in Italy. And take a look to the picture, his original stamp at that time when I was young. And I think it could be a very amazing and very funny thing to use Tony Dorigo as a coach of Torino, because he's not a coach, but something that can relate England with Torino. So after this overview of the coach, let's see the squad. And let's start from the keepers. That would be Rosati, Sirigu and Ushkani. I can say that my first keeper would be Sirigu, and the other one could be the third and the second keeper. Experienced but very good man to play in Torino. As a centre back, we have only 5 centre backs: Nkulu, Lianco, Brema, Izzo and Gigi. I will show to you after my tactic, and we can see what man I chose for the starting lineup. On the wings we have De Silvestri, Ansaldi, Ola Aina and Berenguer. As a central midfielder, Lukic, Mete, Rincon, Baselli. And as a attacking player, Edera, Verdi, Milico, Zaza, Belotti, Ibrahimi and Luka Markovic. Obviously a huge number of you play Football Manager, so maybe you have already understood what kind of tactics I will use, and it will be the 3-5-2. The main tactic of Torino right now and in the past season, but for the first season it will be the long tactics we can use, because we have players for this kind of scheme, because at the same times we have to balance what we can do on the market and what we can do with the player. I had to change position to the player, to some players, like for example Verdi, like a deep lying forward, or maybe as Izzo. FM tells that he could be a very good ball defending player, but let's take a look to the vision. So weak. So I chose him to play as a central defender on the right side. As I told to you, Verdi, deep lying forward. He can play with both feet, he can play with both sides, but he is 26 years old, he can grow, and he can help a lot Belotti. The last one is Rincon. He could play between the two wing-back, but I don't like this kind of position as a ball-winning midfielder, defensive, and he will play directly here. So right in the middle with the position of ball-winning midfielder. Mete, it will be our box-to-box midfielder. He doesn't have a very high finishing, but his main goal is not to score goals, but to take the ball and to gain the ball. Like mentality, we will be cautious in possession, passing directness shorter, slightly higher tempo, because we have to make the ball running on the pitch. Transition, regroup and counter-attack, because we will work a lot on counter-attack. Distribute quickly to the centre backs, because we have Baselli like a playmaker, but I don't want to risk a lot. So with long passing, and maybe the other team can win the ball. Out of possession, we will have a defensive line standard, but with a lower high of engagement in the attacking. So Belotti can show his skills pressing the keeper and pushing on the opponent defenders. Provincial goalkeeper distribution, obviously, because Belotti has to do that. More urgent pressing intensity and get stuck in. We have to take a risk, but maybe no. I remove get stuck in, because with get stuck in, maybe too much faults and too much players booked. So I don't want to do that, and I don't want to play every single match 10 against 11. But we can see in the tactic that we need some players more, because we have only 5 central backs and we need one more. I don't like so much Berenguer on the left as a wing back, but we have to use him in this kind of position, and we have De Silvestri and Ansaldi. They could be a bit old. So we need other players in that position that could fix more and can give more future to the club. At the same time, we need 2 players in the midfielder, like a ball-winning midfielder and a box-to-box midfielder, because Lukic would be the reserve of Baseli, but we need reserves for Rincon and Meite, and maybe if we find better players, we can use the players we will buy as the first choices instead of Meite and Rincon. As striker on the bench, I will have Zaza and Milico. Zaza would be the perfect substitute of Belotti. I don't know about Milico. We can see here he is an 18 years old player. He can grow on long shots, crossing, strength, balance, vision. So a lot of statistics he has to work on, but he's only 18 and we can work a lot on him. The last 2 interesting striker are Ibrahimi, very good physical skills, he can grow a lot obviously, but he's at 193 centimeters for an only 17 years old player. He can grow in acceleration, in agility, in stamina and decision, so he has a lot to work on, but we will work a lot on him. The last one is Markovic. He's on loan from Crotone. He's an interesting too, that played in Juventus last season, but so interesting. He would be the target man. He could be the target man. So good heading, good finishing, and he's 19. Good jumping reach, and of course, and good strength, balance. Good player for our club. And like a final resume about the players we need, it will be 1 central back, 2 central midfielder, 1 striker I think, and maybe 1 or 2 on both sides as wingers. We have a lot to do right now with Torino, and let's hope to create a very good adventure, a very funny adventure, and that you will enjoy this kind of career and this kind of project. And finally, the next episode, I will show you some movements I will make on the market and some decision I will take. But remember, if you have some player to suggest and some tactics to suggest or some instructions, let me know in the box below, because I like to speak with you and to share information. So, a big hug from Virgo Gaming, and remember, press like if you appreciate the video, share, subscribe to the channel, and press on the grey bell to receive all the news from this channel. Take care by Virgo Gaming, and see you soon!